We have from Laura Potter, what is the average build time and how far in advance do you need to get on the calendar?
It's a loaded question. I'm so afraid to answer build cycle questions because it always comes back to bite me. So again, I'm going to speak from our experience, and every builder will be a little different, but this is pretty good general information. When should you come? Immediately, before you even have established a deadline.
Yep.
So if with the right planning and preparation, when you establish a deadline, it'll give you a whole lot more confidence and a whole lot more ability to, right? Well, they say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So again, onboarding, that's why we push people so hard into that area. In terms of a build cycle, every contract we write is a 12-month contract. But there is a caveat in that language of once all contingencies are met. So what could be some possible contingencies? Possible contingencies could be that there's a land disturbance permit that has to take place on that property before we can even pull the building permit. There may be a utility easement that has to be added in by another entity, right? There could be numerous things that prevent us from effectively getting a permit to build in hand quickly. So you come in, you go through finance, you close on your loan, you're excited, and then we're 4 months in, nothing's happening. Oftentimes it's not our fault, and it's not your fault. It's just inability to plan correctly. And so municipalities play a big factor in this. But the moment that permit is issued, you have a 12-month window to construct. Now, the good news in that is a lot of times it doesn't take 12 months to actually construct. But we like to use that terminology of 12 months. It takes a year because it sets the stage and it allows people to process in their mind that this is a long process and a hard process. And anything we can do to move that up and speed it up is a win versus to give a false promise and it take longer.
Yeah.
So in the grand scheme of things, plan a year in your mind, but just remember contractually, if you're building with us, it's 12 months from all contingencies being met. So there's in construction, plan for something to go wrong. And that'll help give you a guideline. And chances are, if you've planned for 12 to 18 months, right, of discomfort, because it is not fun building a home, and it gets done in 6 to 10 months, what a happy day that'll be. So that's how I'd answer that question. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to the Barndo Show podcast. If you're watching on YouTube or wherever you're listening to this content, hit subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And then be sure to check us out on all of our social media platforms at the Barndo Co. Super simple to find us. And then when you're ready to dive in a little more, maybe look around some of our available floor plan options or take a look at the gallery of our work, or maybe you're ready to connect with our team and explore what it looks like to build your dream barndominium, you can visit us online at thebarndoco.com.